Yeah, these things without power take so long to open, it's ridiculous. Oh, maybe. Maybe we are getting somewhere, my friends. Maybe we are getting somewhere. Uh, who would have thought that heating up an entire planet would be so difficult? The cold is winning again, my friends. Reaches 13.5 degrees, it is going to explode, and there we go. Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we are going to continue the construction over here on the frosty planet. We are closer than ever to achieving the sauna, although closer than ever is a statement that is always correct because, well, 10 seconds ago I was farther away than I am right now, so let's just say it probably doesn't mean a lot. In any case, yeah, we are going to do our best to keep working on this project. There is a ton of work orders that still need to be done, like repairing all of these pipes, because we are going to need them to remove all of this polluted oxygen. Yeah, it was a tad bit dumb removing the polluted oxygen so soon, but I thought we were closer, and in the process I managed to damage all of the pipes, which was pretty smart if you ask me. In any case, this is going to be one of the main focus today, because, well, the planetary sauna is not only a glory build, something that we are doing simply because the planetary sauna is actually going to be providing us with a bunch of power, and we need that power to start collecting red bolts to fuel up the temporal tear, one of the final things that we have to do in this playthrough, yeah. This thing is going to consume a lot of power. Red Bull generators are a little bit power intensive. So yeah, this is the only way that we have to produce enough power to get either that or a bunch of coal generators. But yeah, and I don't feel like transporting all of that coal. So we should probably try to get this one rolling as fast as possible so that we can start collecting those red bolts. And once we get to do that, there is going to be major modifications. We are going to have to deconstruct our solar panels, which once again emphasizes the need to have the steam turbines operational, because once they are gone we lose our renewable power source. Now, my friends, one of the small improvements that I'm going to do to this chamber is I'm tired of just digging out sand tiles to expose the freaking ice. Yeah, if we leave, for example, those ice blocks or ice bits will never be exposed, therefore they will never melt, so we only actually have a little bit of progress once we are in here, which is kind of annoying. So how about we put a bunch of Robo miners all over the place? The Robo miners will be made out of not niobium, thermium, because, well, the same reason as the other thingies. So that they don't break with spike temperatures of the volcanoes, and in order not to interrupt the flow within the chamber too much, okay, I was going to say we built them out of wolframite, but well, gold is fine too. Okay, I seriously doubt that the temperature in this area is going to be so high that the gold melts, or at least that's what I like to assume. In any case, this should help us out quite a lot. We still have plenty of power to go around, so let's just connect all the things and let this chamber kinda stabilize itself, or in this case work itself out, because our dupes won't need to kinda be in here anymore. They can just focus on cleaning efforts and other bits that the machines can't do for them. Oh wow, finally our dupe has arrived. Last episode we have sent an additional dupe into this colony to receive some iron, but mostly to just hand out a helping hand with like stuff like the interplanetary packets, cleaning efforts. There is plenty of build orders to go around. So our dupes are going to be occupied, and you know, having someone to do these basic tasks would probably be a cool thing. Now, I'm going to put a couple of... Holy Jesus, maybe this is going to be a bad idea. Uh, I'm going to put a couple of temperature shift plates over here, however, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not. I suppose that we will see. The idea being, if we have this very hot metal going through here, I kind of want it to dump its temperature quickly, right? And that's why the temperature shift plates, they are made out of iron, because that's what we have most available to us, and it works in the sense that we want, but yeah. We'll see if this is going to help out or not, or if this is just going to speed up the ice creating process from the fact that we melt extremely cold brine from time to time, and that tends to freeze a little bit of the existing clean water that we have laying around. Now, my friends, do you know what the cool thing about using the thermium is? I just thought about this. If we are to activate the temporal tear, we are going to run into some issues, are we not? And, well, now we have the steel, if I can find it, that is, I believe it is in base, yep it is. We now have the steel to make a couple of bunker doors. So we have 2 rockets, so we want to protect both of them, right? So this should start right here, I'm pretty certain. Oh, we are going to require 4 doors to... Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you need to count this tile as well. So that means this tile also needs to be protected. Yeah, we need 4 doors. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We can send more steel. We are also going to require a couple of doors for the temporal tear. I already replaced some of the metal tiles with window tiles. I'm pretty sure we are going to have to remove them in the future, but why not give it a try, right? If we can, why not? So yeah, small preparations for the future, you know, very, very important stuff. Alright, my friends, so I've been sending coal non-stop into this planet. Let's go over here. As you can see, we have like a quadrillion shells being sent. I cleared the line of all the coal that we are sending so that we can now start sending a little bit of steel. Given that we have so much of that stuff laying around and we are, well, not really going to use it too much, how about we kinda use it to make things a little bit prettier on the other side. So first let's request a few bits of steel. We are going to request like a bunch. However, I kinda want to have it counted. I don't want to sell all of it into the other planet. And in here we are going to push these solar panels a little bit upwards. And we are going to do something... I have to test this one first, but I'm pretty certain that if we use window tiles made out of glass, they are not going to block the sunlight towards the solar panel. And the idea would be to create something along these lines. A row of glass covered, we don't have the materials, covered with bunker doors on top of it, right, to protect against the meteors that are going to come over. And then, well, we would not be building in front of the temporal tear, or we would temporarily deconstruct those solar panels and then we would reconstruct them again, but pretty much this would guarantee that we could keep solar power production even after the meteors collide with the planet, and protect our solar panels from the extreme temperatures of the regolith, because if you just put the bunker doors on top, the regolith will fall on top of the solar panels, heat them up and break them apart, and that is no fun. Oh yeah, the glass doesn't oh yeah, the glass does affect a little bit of the power production apparently. Yeah, the uncovered solar panels are producing 74. This one is producing 67. Not exactly like a huge loss, but still. Okay. Now that I know that, maybe I don't want to go ahead and do it. We'll see. Well, my friends, this rocket has been full for a little while, so I came to the conclusion that maybe it was time for it to leave. Yeah, these things without power take so long to open, it's ridiculous. Well, I suppose that Mima is going to help out a little bit more around this place. At least while we wait for these bunker doors to open. I really don't... I can at least... I didn't want to bring power to them because I thought it would be a waste of power, you know, we would be able to open and close them at will, we don't really need the power for that, but now that I think about it, maybe we are going to need it. Now, I'm going to temporarily deconstruct these two solar panels because I kind of want to see if we can expose the temporal tear thingy. For now it says line of sight obstructed. The last time I played around with it, even the glass would count as obstructing its view, although I think that got patched, although let's see if this works or not. I think it's the solar panels that are in the way now, but maybe it's the 4 layers of glass. I don't know, we'll see. Come on, Mima, today, please. Okay, didn't work. That's a shame, because yeah, I know we need I think it's 5 tiles worth of line of sight, but apparently this is not enough. Okay, what a shame. Let's try to deconstruct all of the thingies and see if it is going to work then. Oh, wait, my friends, wait. Let's not deconstruct anything. Let's not deconstruct anything. Let's mop this mess. Because I saw that oh, you saw that? It temporarily opened the red bolt receptacle, which means there is something blocking its view. But it's not the glass. I'm going to assume is the water. Well, my friends, still not working. Well, I'm going to run into the assumption that now is all of these gases blocking the view. I don't know. It's one of those things. Well, I'm just running from the light thingy, right? Because there is no light exposure over here. I'm assuming there is some sort of blockage, right? So yeah, I'm going to simplify this structure. I'm going to deconstruct it, allowing space to pretty much just vacuum this area out, and see if that kind of helps. I mean, we are going to have one less layer of glass in the way, and we are going to have less gases in the way, so fingers crossed it actually works. Oh, maybe we are getting somewhere, my friends. Maybe we are getting somewhere. Oh boy, who would have thought that gases could block the temporal tear, the most advanced piece of machinery ever built by Gravitas, being able to be blocked by a little bit of polluted oxygen. Oh well, look, that's fine, I suppose. Oh well, my friends, after God knows how many cycles those doors are finally open. Jesus, they take a while. But that's fine, that's totally fine. Let's launch this rocket because I need to send it into the Yucky planet. I have like 40 tons of tungsten waiting to be brought back to base, so we need this rocket back. We'll send someone else into this planet. But in the meantime, both of our builder dupes can continue just doing their thing. There is plenty for them to do, so... You know what, my friends, I came to the conclusion and I said, screw it. What is the use of having vast amount of resources if we don't use them to do stuff that are, well, honestly, completely unnecessary? Yeah, precisely. I know. So I decided that, sure, let's go all in on things for this planet. After all, this is the planet that houses the last win condition. We are making such a beautiful planetary sauna over here. It would be a shame if we ship it out on the last bit in the top, so I decided, let's do this. Let's build all of these solar panels, and then we are going to cover all of this with bunker doors. I'm sending the planetary packets with steel as we speak. We are going to spend like $1 billion steel in here, but we are not going to use it for anything else, so why not? We still have plenty of lime to produce even more steel if we need to, so once again, not exactly a problem for us. So yeah, I say let's do this. Our dupes are going to be a little bit, shall we say, toastified by the radiation, but I mean, is that really us problem or a them problem? Alright, finally. Our dupes have been looking a little bit too greenish, a little bit too bulky, if you ask me. I kinda don't want them to go into berserker mode and smash a bunch of stuff. It would be bad, even though none of them have the destructive trait, by the way. It was just a Hulk joke. In any case, I sent them a couple of rat pills. In here we have part of the shipment, as per usual. What is 16.4 pills? Like, they could not fit, you know, that a complete pill inside of the package, so they broke the pill into a little bit, okay, and they smashed it into the capsule. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I don't know. In any case, the pills are here, which means that our dupes should not get sick. But it's still, in any case, I asked them to build the window tile first and then build the remaining of the things, because even though it's not a lot, it's still radiation protection. 50% of blockage is better than nothing, so yeah. And the other bits of, yeah, the other bits are in here as well, so. Well, my friends, given that we are doing some planetary scale renovations, I kind of thought about something. It would be nice if we could collect the interplanetary payloads and open them automatically. However, there is a lot of things that I don't know. Like, for example, will a sweepy go through an open door? Will a sweepy pick up an interplanetary payload? And now that this one I am almost certain. I'm pretty certain an auto sweeper will pick up an interplanetary payloader and put it into the payloader opener. So that much I think we can count on. The rest, not so much. Now, why do we kinda want to know that? Because, well, this thing needs to be exposed to space. However, machines that are exposed to space tend to overheat a lot, and that's bad, you know. So, especially if you want to set up a system and then forget about it, yeah, that's not super ideal. And apparently I forgot to build, yeah, one piece of thingy over there. So, the idea would be to have the machinery inside of a chamber that is, you know, temperature controlled, and then we would open a door and let the sweepy go do its thing, collect the packets, and then, you know, once all the packets are collected, the sweeper will go back inside, deposit everything, the door will close, preventing any atmosphere from going outside. Now, at first I thought about making a liquid lock, like the ones we have over here, right? The sweepy would go through here, collect the stuff on the outside and then come back. The problem is the sweepy mops stuff, and so a liquid lock is not a possibility, so. Alright, my friends, so let's see. First assumption. Okay. Okay. Nice. The thingy can go through a mechanized airlock, which is pretty cool. So can you pick up interplanetary payloads? You cannot. Okay, so the thing can go through a mechanized airlock. However, it cannot pick up the thing that we want. That's okay. It's okay, I suppose. I'm just going to let it pick up these debris over here. Maybe this is interfering. If we only, let's say that this thing can only pick up one packet at a time because of its weight. I don't know. I'm going to let it roll for a little bit longer, but if it can't pick up, then I'll have to think about something else. Well, my friends, like they say, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Well, the next idea on the shopping block is, well, we're going to pretty much move all of this stuff up here. Pretty much like we were going to do over here, on the fire planet. Do something like this, right? A place where we can put a pool of liquid to serve as a medium and then run a pipe through it to control the temperature. And then over here we do a twin stack liquid lock and we smack the auto sweeper right in the middle, and hopefully that is going to be enough to temperature control it. Once again, we'll see if that is going to work. No, it's not going to work because the auto sweeper has one less range than I thought, which is completely unfortunate. The idea would be to have like the edge to be something like this, right? This would be the pool. Then we would twin stack liquid lock in here. we then would proceed by putting the auto sweeper like so. Right, but as you can see, that is going to make it so that one tile is not within the range of the auto sweeper, which is once again not ideal. Alright my friends, our planetary shield is now complete. Pretty cool. Now, I think I'm going to give up on the idea of automating the pickup of the interplanetary payloads. It's not like this thing is going to be a major hub of anything, so there is no point in actually going that way. The initial idea, right, would be to do something like this. We would automate the pickup of the payloaders, and then we would use a bit of automation. These things, the automation broadcaster and the automation receiver. We would pretty much just have one of those storage bins with automation connected to the automation broadcaster, which would then tell the main planet that we would run out of coal on this planet and would send some coal over there. Now, unfortunately for us, I am completely out of space on my starport. There is no way for me to achieve that without major restructuring, and I really don't feel like doing that, especially because it would be a messy restructuring, so... For something that useless, I don't think there is a point. So, yeah, we're just going to give up on that idea because, yeah, just unnecessary efforts. Who would have thought that heating up an entire planet would be so difficult? The cold is winning again, my friends. The cold is winning, look at this. How is this possible? We have 4 of the hottest volcanoes in the game, like, running in a relatively small planet, and still we are not being able to produce enough heat to heat up this entire thing. Boy, this is quite interesting, but well, we still have a lot, and I mean a lot of liquefiable thingy to go. Yeah, as you can see, we are gaining... we are gaining weight on the liquefiable front, because on the last episode we ended with 920 tons, and now we have 37 extra tons of ice, so... oh well. Oh well, my friends, the cold might be winning, but it was only winning because all the volcanoes were dormant. Now with 2 volcanoes active, our fight is far more achievable now. Hopefully we'll be able to push all of this shield back down and even get rid of it. Now, we have additional help over here. I had to send this rocket because... Oh, wait. The Dupe cannot... I cannot leave. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We'll build a ladder, and then tomorrow, whoever came, Bahi... I think you're doing it wrong. Bahi will be able to help out around the colony. There is just so much cleaning efforts to do that an additional hand is always very helpful. And the game crashed, of course, like 3 seconds after I shut my mouth. Oh, please, game, why do you do these kinds of things to me? Like, okay, like, we had the one crash of the episode, okay? The one crash. Don't do it again. Alright, so we are back now. What did I do in the past 10 minutes? I don't know. One of the few things that I remember is this thingy, because the game decided to build it out of iron instead of thermium for some reason. Yeah, that's one of the few things that I remember doing. Other than that, well, oh well. I suppose if I don't remember, it's because it wasn't that important, right? There we go, now built of the correct material. And you know what, my friends, I've been playing for like 3 hours now, and at this point of the game, 3 hours without a crash is kind of our limit, I suppose. It's not terrible, especially given the amount of abuse that we are forcing the game to go through with like just this mess. I'm pretty certain that this ginormous mess accounts for half of the lag that we experience. So, I mean, it's kind of my fault as well, I suppose. Huh, interesting. The builder dupes are doing hauling tasks instead of repair tasks. Repair tasks don't count as building thingies, building work orders? I thought they did, but apparently they don't. Okay, very interesting. And by the way, it's not a lack of materials, because these things are made out of granite, and we have plenty of that. Okay. Well, I mean, we can always just, you know, do this. I'm pretty certain the dupes would prefer doing these tasks rather than the hauling service. But still, you know, not exactly, Nope, nope, the dupes still prefer to do the hauling tasks. Okay. That's fine, dupes. I mean, these, even though the pipes are damaged, we can activate these and it would work. It's just that this is very ugly and it's kinda like annoying. So if they could fix it, it would be nice. Oh, would you look at that? They repaired the pipes after all, when I wasn't looking. I think the dupes are just trying to be, you know, they are trying to oppose the things that I tell them to do. You know, it's fine as long as they get the job done. Oh, my friends, I can't believe this. The cold is actually winning, my friends. How is this possible? Our water is vanishing, but it's not going into the Netherland. It's actually being turned into freaking ice, bro. Oh my lord. Look at this. We have, yeah, we now have 600 tons of ice. That is ridiculous. Like, yeah, like for example, the polluted ice, right, turns into polluted water. The polluted water turns into clean water. That's why we have built these Robo miners, because once the polluted water turns into clean water, it drops dirt. The dirt gets cooked into sand and forms a block, right? And then that clean water will then turn into ice again. And because we have, well, only 2 active volcanoes, one of which we are not depositing any ice on top, we are not melting the ice that is nearly formed, and the cold is winning. Again. Well, it is time to take the fight to the cold. Let's bring the cold to the heat. If we were not depositing ice in here before, we are now. We have to take advantage of this volcano. Now that it is active, we can use its heat to start melting ice, and we're actually going to need this ice over here, because as you can see, we are no longer receiving water, because, well, all of our water is gone. Yep, solidified back into ice. So much progress. We were almost winning, my friends. We had the heat all the way down here, and now the cold is taking ground once again. This battle is a tough one, but we are going to win because, well, we have 4 iron volcanoes on our side. Well, my friends, will we witness a water explosion today? Oh, here we go. Beautiful. It wasn't that big, right? It was only 5 tons of water, but I was monitoring that piece of ice like you have, like a hunting dog, right? And I'm also monitoring this one, because this one is also on the verge of exploding. This is what happens when you have too much free time on your hands. Alright, my friends, let's see if we can get another explosion. If that block of brine ice reaches 13.5 degrees, it is going to explode, and there we go. Beautiful, I love these thingies. And we got another one over there. A double water explosion. What is there not to love about these things? But well, my friends, as beautiful as these water explosions are, truth be told, there is not a lot of things left to do. We completed all of our secondary projects. We have achieved all of the initiatives, except for one, of course. We are leaving, like, it's going to be the cherry on top of the cake, right? We want the sweetest thing to be the last thing that we bite, right? So we are going to leave that towards the very end. However, I would also say that we are in the closing in on the last stretch of this playthrough. We have achieved pretty much all the objectives and more that we set up in the beginning of the playthrough. We have solved all of our issues, like just look at this. Look at all the fuel that we have saved up over the cycles. That automation is really doing wonders when it comes to the fuel consumption. We are saving so much fuel that I'm pretty sure most tree-loving hippies would be proud of us, my friends. But oh well. Now, speaking about secondary projects, I am under the impression that this is going to be the last one that we are going to do, but we are going to achieve this one, even if it is the last thing I do. I want to see a planetary scale sauna. I want to see the most prettiest thing ever to exist in this planet, because a bunch of ice is not that pretty. Water explosion, there we go. A tiny bit, always pretty. Confusion, chaotic, wonderful. Holy Jesus, that one was bigger. I'm losing my train of thought in these water explosions, my friends, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is that we are closing in on the final stretch of this playthrough. I had a ton of, no joke, my friends, I don't know why, but I had more fun in this season than in the previous one. It's like it's just been wonderful, but oh well, all good things must come to an end, but that end is still a few episodes in the future. But yeah, I've been thinking a little bit of the future, and I think that it is time for Kenshi to make a return to this channel. What do you guys think about that? Well, my friends, I'm going to be honest. If there is something that goes very badly or very wrong in this colony, I'm going to be pretty sad, because I've been in monitoring mode for like pretty much most of the episode, or in this case most of the day 2 part of this episode. I've just been sitting in here looking at them doing their thing. And I have to be honest, my friends, these two dupes, this team of dupes, they have transcended regular dupe. And Mima, why? This is not your rocket, I'm not talking about you. Get the hell out of here. Go back into your rocket. I was talking about Travaldo, of course. Bubbles and Travaldo. Both of those dupes, they transcended a regular dupe kind. They are no longer just a normal dupe, they are the equivalent of a Super Saiyan dupe. Because, well, they have just been in here for the entire time of this episode. 40 cycles plus, like, let's say 10 or 20 cycles from the previous episode, because I don't really remember when they touched down, and without giving them any extra oxygen, they still have over half of the amount of oxygen that we brought. They still have a bunch of suits, well, they still have a bunch of stuff, except for food, which is slowly creeping down. Yeah. These two dupes, they deserve to be like, I don't know, they would deserve to have a big statue like the one that we have back in our colony. For them, unfortunately, I don't think we have their heads to choose from, so we'll use that as an excuse not to build them a statue. Nothing like analyzing the 100th office mug, right, Nisbet? What's so different about this one? No one knows. Well, at least until we analyze it. She needs to make sure that this is precisely like the other ones. And, well, my friends, let me tell you, we are running out of space for our office mug collection. It is quite large, as we can see. We have a lot, and I mean a lot, of office mugs. Isn't this beautiful? So, Nisbet, anything different about that one? No, precisely like the others? That's what I thought. Just another morning for our dupes. What are they going to do today? Only God knows. Probably transporting ice. But well, my friends, I would like to present you to Starport Simulator. It's a pretty fun game that I found on Steam. I don't know if you guys knew about it. It's actually quite fun. You have to manage a couple of rockets and send them into space. So yeah, let's probably put the crew in and not send it in all. Things might go wrong if we do so. But yeah. Right now, this is the game that I've been playing, just a rocket simulator, and you know what, I like it. Rockets are my favorite part of the game, something that I probably say every 2 episodes, so yeah. Now, one thing that I notice, and it's quite interesting, like, it's difficult to spot in this mode, but we no longer have the extremely high temperatures that we once did. Having this thing actually running had a pretty positive effect, because one thing that I notice is that the iron, who comes at extremely high temperatures as it comes down, once it moves through here and then through here, it comes out of here sometimes at 4 degrees, between 4 and 20 degrees, which is like Yeah, very low. One, if you take into consideration that the iron is inputted into the conveyor loader at over 1,000 degrees, so yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, that has the effect of pulling the chill from over here into the top of the chamber, and over time, this chamber is actually at a pretty decent temperature. Um, so yeah, now on our war with the liquefables, we are still losing. They are still conscripting more ice into their side, and unfortunately for us, we are 2 soldiers down. We are fighting with only half a team, and yeah, they can't pull us through just by themselves, but luckily for us, in the next episode we are going to start with the third element being recruited. Once again, it's going to recover, and we are going to have 3 volcanoes going at once, and this one will probably come online before the other 2 go the... Oh, really? Oh, my friends, these 2 volcanoes are completely synced. I had noticed that they come online precisely at the same time. In this case, they erupt precisely at the same time with the same amount of material, but I never noticed that they were completely 100% in sync. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, all of a sudden the dupes decided to do the repair jobs. Like, for some reason, they decided to stop doing the hauling tasks and start doing the repair tasks. Like, don't ask me why. There is still plenty of hauling left for them to do, but oh well, whatever. What matters is that the colony, the outpost, slowly but steadily is getting cleaned out of all the junk and water that we had laying around. At least the mopping effort is already done, is just transporting all of this water inside of the chamber and, well, collecting all of the debris that are left, which is, well, truth be told, not a lot. We might still have a few over here, like those little bits of ice, but that's pretty much it. That is left for the dupes to transport up back into the volcanoes to be turned into water again. This routine they are well familiar with. However, yeah, getting all of this cleaned out is pretty cool. Hopefully we'll be able to get all of this before we get our steam chamber online, because I would hate to leave the colony like this. This is extremely messy, and doesn't really help a lot with the frames, if you know what I mean. Like, I just found funny that I talk about the frames when I start doing things like this, like, yeah, this is what is killing my frames, not this. No, 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 no. This enormous mess has no impact on the frames. That's just crazy. But well, my friends, pardon my insanity, as staring at this for very long periods of time can drive anyone a little bit insane from time to time, you know what I mean? But yeah, this cycle is coming close to its end, which means this episode is also coming to its end. Now, my friends, I think that in the next episode I'm going to get rid of my cycle limit, and I'm just going to sit in here, look at this, and just wait. Manage my rockets and wait. That's like pretty much it, until we finally win our battle against the cold. Luckily for us, we have been able to push the chill a little bit back into its corner, so in this tug of war we are actually making a little bit of ground, finally. This episode was just losing all the time, but in the end we managed to make a little bit of progress. And yeah, I say these things jokingly, of course, because anytime that we convert any type of brine ice or polluted ice into regular ice, that's a victory. That means that we converted these elements into clean water, and once we completely convert them, all of them, into just ice, we will have, like, these will cease to happen, because like I explained earlier, every time brine or polluted ice melt, they melt at extremely low temperatures. Any clean water that exists will then be turned into regular ice. So yeah, in any case, as this number increases, this is like a countdown to victory, you know what I mean? The greater this number gets, the better for us, because, well, once this thing goes all the way up, we can bring it down super quickly just by putting the ice next to the volcanoes, and once it explodes, it will all explode for good. So, yeah, can't wait for that moment to happen, but like I said, my friends, I think this is going to be it for today's... Where are my dupes? Where are my dupes? You. I want to follow you, come on. You know how this works, why are you running away from me? In any case, my friends, with all of that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.